Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well on this Friday. Hope you're in school. Hope you don't have to watch from home. So we'll pick up right where we left off. Hopefully, we had that good class discussion. I think I have to say that every time. Um, Tori, right? That was the last thing we read. Chapter 13, we're going to start with. And at the end of this page, there's going to be something we just can't read. It's just a little too gross for me to read out loud. Maybe you can see it when it flashes by the screen really quickly, but we'll move on to the next page after that. But Tori is texting Julia. She's talking to her mom. Mom opened up a little bit to her, actually treated her like an adult, talking about the problems that she's having. All right, let's do this. 13 is where we ended. And because of the surprising text, the mom's going to realize, wait, what the heck's going on here? Are you all right? My mom asks. My heart is racing. I look up from my phone. Yeah, I say. I close the message, slide my phone back into the pocket of my sweatshirt, and yawn. No big deal. I'm going to bed, or to sleeping bag, that is. I don't know if you've ever had to do this with your parents, but you get a text or something like that. You want to act like it's not all that crazy, but like you want to get to it. Like, I'm going to bed. Just trying to play it off cool, but obviously she wants to return that text pretty badly. All right, where are we? And then I add, I'm sure Dad will be home soon. Mom gives my shoulder a squeeze. Me too. We say goodnight in the living room. I hunker down inside my sleeping bag and pull out my phone again. Sure, let's talk. Who is this? I type in response. It could be anybody. We gave our numbers out freely at the meeting Sunday night. I wait for a response. It comes. Tori Hayes. My heart races. It's her. I whisper. Rowan kicks me, and I emerge from my sleeping bag. All right, we're not going to read that. This is like too nasty. And Jules even says it right there. Ugh, don't be disgusting. I thought you guys were asleep. I say, pushing the sleeping bag off me. My hands are sweating, and suddenly I'm nervous about what to say to Tori next. Yeah, it can be a little awkward. I just need to keep it cool. One sec, I say. And then I type, oh, hey, Tori, sorry. Didn't have you in my phone. Can Sawyer and I come see you tomorrow after school? Tori's response is quick. I'll be here, like always. Remember, she's in a hospital bed. It's not like she can move. Still recovering from the stomach wounds. I look up and explain in a whisper, it's Tori. She wants to talk about the visions. Trey's attitude changes fast. Oh, wow, he says. For real? Which one's Tori? Rowan asks. The one still in the hospital, I say. She got shot in the stomach. You're right, Trey muses. Sawyer passed it on. I smile grimly. Looks that way. Rowan screws up her face. How's a girl in the hospital supposed to help you figure out the tragedy? She can't even get out of bed. I shrug. All she needs to do is tell us what's going on in her vision. We can figure out the rest. It's not her problem, it's ours. Rowan and Trace exchange looks, but they don't disagree. This is their problem too. Just because I was the one who apparently took it from Dad doesn't mean we're not all responsible. Me more than them, maybe, because I'm the one who passed it on, but Dad is their dad too. They've got the same crazy genes. Rowan nods. I'm helping this time, she says. Besides, I don't have anything else to do now. Trey frowns. I suppose, but you better freaking listen to us. This isn't a joke, Ro. I know, geesh. Don't you think I figured that out after all the times I've visited you guys in the hospital? She has a point, I say. Trey shrugs. Yoga? Hey, I remember that guy. He's been on there before. I don't remember her, though. That's a new pose. She has a point, I say. Trey shrugs. And we could use her since Tori isn't able to help. We're quiet for a minute as I text Sawyer, letting him know what's up. I wonder what her vision is, Trey whispers, just as we hear the breezeway door open and Dad's footsteps in the kitchen. Ooh, it's interesting, I think. Hang on, back me up. Right there. Back me up. And I think some people probably know better than I do. But first book, I think. Help me out here. Didn't Trey say his worst fear was drowning? This is called Gasp. We know it has something to do with drowning. So it might force Trey to face his fear. All right, just a thought. Right there. Me too, I say. An involuntary shiver races up my spine as I try to force my brain to stop thinking so I can sleep. That never works, 14. And isn't that the worst? When, I don't know, I think not everybody, there are definitely some people in this room, though, that are just like me. Well, I think we've talked about it before, but there are some nights, luckily not all, where like in the afternoon, like 3, 4 o'clock, you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to make it to bedtime, whenever that is for you? Me, about 9 o'clock. How am I going to make it to then? And then when 9 o'clock comes around and I get into bed, it's like my brain decides to like think of everything I need to do the next day. Think of everything I did that day. Yeah. I'm sure there are some people in the room that can feel what I'm feeling. All right, back to this. Hang on. Back to that. 14. There you go. After school on Friday, as I wait for Sawyer so that we can visit Tori, my psych teacher, this is pretty embarrassing coming up. Mr. Pacelli comes up to my locker. He hands me an envelope. This is from the teachers, he says, for your family. He shrugs and smiles, the laugh lines around his eyes crinkling. He's like the under the radar teacher of the year, to me at least. I don't know why he likes me, but it's pretty awesome having him on my side. Maybe with all his psychological knowledge, he can tell that I'm BS crazy and he feels sorry for me. Thanks. I take the envelope and realize it's too dense to be a letter. It's thick. I look up at him as he shoves his hands into his pockets and turns back towards his classroom across the hall. I slip my thumb under the flap and peek inside. It's money. Hey, I say. He looks back over his shoulder. This is money, I say flustered. We're not charity types. Now notice she doesn't say that out loud. She probably should have. But she's not, charity type, one who takes charity from other people. Very good, he says with a grin. I can't. You don't need to do this. I hold the envelope out. He stops walking. Julia, I think you know why you have to take it. I think hard. Is this a psych question? A life lesson based on book facts? I figure it is. He's that kind of teacher. Because it makes you guys feel better, I guess. And I know it's something like that. You felt helpless to fix the real problem, i.e. make our house and restaurant not burn down, so you do what you are capable of doing to help us and appease your inner whatever? Close enough, Mr. Pacelli says. An A for the day. He slips back into his classroom, leaving me standing there, kind of in shock, when Sawyer finally comes in. Aw, cute puppy. 25 most expensive dogs in the world? Interesting. We decide that it's best not to have Trey with us when we visit Tori, since he acted like a crazed madman the last time Tori and her mom saw us. And they don't know Rowan, so we leave her home as well to help mom and dad search for an apartment for us. Sawyer and I make the familiar trek up to Tori's room. Hey, I say, lightly knocking on the door. I poke my head in. Come in, Tori says, her voice listless. Listless. What does that mean? I'm trying to think. I think it means has no emotion. If it was a boat, it meant it wasn't moving. Yeah, it means lacking energy, lacking enthusiasm. Listless. All right, Tori's mom frowns when she sees us, like she's not expecting us. I glance at Sawyer. We're really sorry about what happened last time we were here, Miss Hayes, Sawyer says, looking at Tori's mom. Trey, Julia's brother, had just run here all the way from campus to let us know there was a fire at their restaurant. Oh, dear, Tori's mom says, her face softening immediately. Is everything all right? It's fine, I say. Well, it's burned to the ground. I don't have a place to live, but yeah, it's fine. I don't want them to have pity us, too. They have enough to worry about. But yeah, I'm sorry for the way Trey came screaming in here, scaring everybody. It's understandable, Tori's mom says, and Tori nods. Sawyer and I pull chairs to the side of the bed across from Tori's mom. We sit, and I give Tori a reassuring smile, but I'm worried. Will she talk in front of her mom? Does her mom know why we're here? We talk for a minute about how Tori is doing with her slow road to recovery, and then after we run out of small talk topics, I say, so I got your text. Chapter 14 here. How are we doing on time? Ooh, 10 minutes and 5 seconds. It's a good place for us to stop. Top of page 14. We'll continue that on Monday. No, Tuesday. 3-day weekend coming up. And then we'll get into a little bit of Cambodia stuff, just a little bit. Hopefully you have taken that quiz, or you will take the quiz. Take the quiz, study guide, right? Hopefully that's in. If you turned it in already, I've passed it back to you. And then the Google form over Cambodia, which we will finish reading, or maybe like the last part you can read on your own or something like that. We're done with this for today.